And maybe this posture looks very familiar to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to help just maybe correct about 3 different things that Meaghan is doing here in her seated posture. So to help maintain proper posture, especially to, focusing on those hips and your shoulders, we're going to have Meaghan go ahead and she's going to fix her feet first. So her feet are going to be flat on the floor. So then, ideally it would be nice to scoop all the way back into your chair or your couch, but these are a little bit deeper chairs, so if you have the same thing going on at home, you can grab a towel or maybe even a pillow, and you can go ahead and put that at the small of your back. And then we're going to focus on Meaghan's shoulders. So she's actually she's kind of like this in working on her computer. So we want to have her go ahead and pull her shoulders back. So what that does is actually raises her hands up. So maybe her computer's a little bit too low. So we can, you can either add a pillow or those laptop desks that go on your lap, and it'll actually raise that computer up to where it needs to be for you to maintain that shoulder posture. But then what that will do for you when you raise up that computer is it's actually going to raise her gaze up so that she's not slouching forward, shoulders aren't slumped over, because for every inch that your head is forward, it adds 10 pounds of pressure to your neck. So that's quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and help you kind of help be aware of certain things that you might be doing. So if you're sitting at home, with that leg crossed, I am guilty of it. Or maybe even if you're at home and you're sitting on the couch and you're texting, your computer's down, or if you do have a desk but that desktop isn't high enough, we're going to go ahead and just kind of give you some exercises and tips to think about while you're working from home.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And these are things that you can even do at your desk if you're, say, in an engineering building or anything like that. So super simple things. The first one is a cat-cow. So it's normally when you do a cat-cow, you're on the ground on your hands and knees. But this one, we're just sitting. You're going to take your hands and put them on your legs, and you're going to kind of roll those shoulders over. I'm trying to think. This is the cow. Yeah, into the cow. And then pulling it out, so bring that chest up, open it up, roll those shoulders back into that cat. And you'll feel yourself almost being a little bit more energized by it too, because you're kind of doing that body movement after being in that position for a while, which is a great benefit. All right, exercise number 2 that is super easy and fun to do. You're going to interlace your hands together straight in front and pull straight to the front. So what this does, you're separating that scapula in the back of your back. Hold it there for about 5-ish seconds, 5 to 10, whatever really feels good to you.
You may even notice in this stretch, like through your shoulders, like the back of your shoulders, in between your shoulder blades are really tight, and that's because your body is so used to sitting like this or driving like this that they get super tight. So stretching them out is really going to help you kind of regain that posture.
Oh yeah, we can go ahead and take our hands to behind us too. So behind your back, interlacing together, opening that chest up. This is feeling really good to me. Maybe I have that posture. Alrighty. And that last one. So we're going to do what we call an isometric row. So you've seen that row machine in our gym. You've probably done it on TRX with a dumbbell. Any of those. This one we're going to do with just our hands. So you're just going to hold those hands out in front of you and pull back. So keeping those elbows nice and tight to you.
Make sure your shoulders are down away from your ears. And think about the shoulder blades squeezing together.
So try those 3 exercises. Let us know if you try them at your desk, at home, share them with a friend, and see if you see that benefit and that difference in your posture. But we also have a lot of our coaches incorporate a lot of different moves into their workouts, whether it's on site or on our at-home classes too that help with that posture. So one of them is like a downward dog, which me and Allisha actually did in our last class.
Yes.
Child's pose is a great one too, and pretty much any type of plank.
Yep. Planks are really important too. So your proper posture is not going to just translate from your working or it's all like things throughout your day-to-day life. So whether you're working from home, like I said, mentioned earlier, driving, so if we're slouched forward, we have a forward head. Those things are going to help, or they're going to hinder other areas of your life too. So maybe throughout our exercise. So Meaghan talked about, all types of planks, all variations of planks. You still actually want to maintain proper posture in those. So making sure those shoulders are packed down and you're not like reaching forward through your plank. Those are going to actually also translate. So they kind of help each other too. So just kind of translating it across all aspects of your life. And just a couple other things too. So making sure, a couple of tips, making sure that you're not slouching, whether that's walking or sitting or texting or driving. Sit up straight. Make sure that you pull that head up nice and tall up towards the ceiling, and you actually want to kind of tuck your chin back. We're so used to being like this all day long. It's almost going to feel a little uncomfortable, kind of giving yourself a little bit of a double chin. But use your finger and push your chin back, and that is actually where your spine is supposed to be with your neck. So that kind of helps be aware of the text neck, if you've heard that term.
So that is the one that I do the most. I don't know if y'all are ever driving and you realize like your neck is just protruding out in front. I'm like, okay, let me see if I can rest my head on the back of the seat.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
Yes.
So, and especially, they actually say for females to not wear a ponytail when you're driving, because that actually keeps, so I have my ponytail here low. So imagine like the headrest is right here. It's pushing my head forward if I try to keep my neck in a proper position. So you may have had like a really cute ponytail going on, ladies, so you can just take that out while you're driving, let the hair just blow in the wind so you can keep proper posture. So, we good?
I think we're good.
I think we're good. I think we covered everything. Oh, I did want to mention, so it also translates to a standing position. I almost forgot. So same thing, making sure those shoulders are down and back. You keep that neck in a nice neutral position, but also your hips. So we don't want to walk around with our hips out all day long. We want to have a nice neutral spine. Shoulders are down and back. And this is where we're going to be in a nice neutral posture when we're standing as well.
You'll also find that once you get that proper posture, you're going to feel a lot more confident, whether you're sitting, whether you're in a meeting, at work, or if you're just standing and walking around. You almost just feel better.
Yeah. So,
mood booster as well.
Oh, I like a good mood booster.
Love it.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our tips and exercises for you to just go ahead and try those out. Let us know what you think. Awesome. Thank you so much.